A 30-year-old SAPS member with 8 years of service, attached to Johannesburg Central SAPS, has been arrested and detained at Dobsonville SAPS. The sergeant is accused of kidnapping and carjacking. Police were alerted to a suspected cloned SAPS-marked VW Polo allegedly linked to the incident. A Johannesburg K9 unit team tracked the vehicle to Strubenvale Springs, where they found the suspect inside the marked police vehicle with a flat rear tire. He was arrested and initially taken to Springs SAPS before being transferred to Dobsonville SAPS. PID has been informed, and the matter has also been referred for further investigation, including possible departmental proceedings. This is reportedly the second SAPS member from the same station to be arrested in connection with robbery.
During the analysis and the threat and risk assessment, it had come out that almost the whole of SAPS in Gauteng is working for the cartel. So let me make an example of the uniform combat teams. There is this, what is happening in Gauteng, where the highly trained combat members of SAPS are moonlighting for the cartels. In other words, working outside their working hours. It happened to the team, I think, on 2 occasions when they are moving with the combat teams from Gauteng. They get to a cartel member, and then the member will ask, "Hey, what are you doing here? Because you were with me last weekend, working for me."
Joint CNDF SAPS operation targeting illicit mining and crime was conducted on July 30th and August 3rd, 2026 in Dawn Park and Zamimpolo Squatter Camp, Gauteng. 3 illegal immigrants were arrested for being in the country unlawfully and allegedly possessing mining equipment and explosives. Authorities confiscated gold-bearing mining equipment, including crushing balls, cutting torches, motors, generators, gas cylinders, water pumps, and fendukas. Explosives, including connector-capped fuses and detonating cord, were seized. Alcohol was also confiscated. The operation was carried out by the Solomon Malanga Regiment's Charlie Company, working with SAPS under Joint Tactical Headquarters Gauteng as part of Operation Prosper. A joint SENDF SAPS operation targeting illicit mining was conducted on August 7th, 2026 at Ezulwini, West Rand, under Operation Prosper. 1,700 suspected illegal miners, Zama Zamas, were apprehended. 1 suspect escaped by jumping into the Slime River. Police and soldiers recovered an AK-47 magazine with 10 rounds, an unlicensed 9mm Norinco pistol with 8 rounds. The operation was intelligence-driven and involved the Solomon Malanga Regiment's Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie companies working alongside SAPS. The SENDF says it remains committed to supporting SAPS in combating illicit mining and organized criminality in Gauteng. 14 illegal miners have died and scores of others were injured at a disused mine in Kaineng, near Rustenburg, Northwest, police have confirmed. The incident was confirmed by police in the province on Tuesday morning. Police said that 14 illegal miners were dead and scores were injured at the disused mine in Kaineng, near Rustenburg. The circumstances surrounding the incident were not provided in the information released. Newly appointed Northwest Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Arthur Peter Adams, was on his way to the scene, according to police. No further details about the deaths or injuries were provided by authorities.
Warrant of Mukhadi. Thank you very much to the Honorable Mayor of Rustenburg Local Municipality, Councillor Sheila Novala Uma, that have joined us. And thank you to all the members of the media. This morning we were brought here as a result of a very unfortunate incident that have taken place from late last night to the early morning hours. I received a call from the Acting District Commissioner, Brigadier Dwagai, that reported that there was an incident at a location now established as a area in close proximity to Nkaneng, where an unfortunate incident happened where people lost their lives. The members of Rustenburg SAPS then went to the scene. What they came across was the following. At that time, it was found that 14 male persons died as a result of a mine heap that caved in. The identity of those 14 African males have not yet been established. Further to that, 8 were injured. 5 of them received medical treatment at the Job Chimankana Tabane Hospital here in Rustenburg, and 3 were released upon receiving medical treatment. Was relieved. In actual fact, all 8 of them are Lesotho nationals. That is confirmed. We have been at the hospital and we have confirmed the identities. The 3 that was released was immediately taken into custody because at the time where this incident happened, they were busy committing a crime in terms of them mining illegally and trespassing property. They are taken into custody. 5 is still at the hospital receiving medical attention and are under police guard as we speak. What I have established when I went to the site is that this site is currently operated by a company called Sustenza Trading, a company from Moinwe, and has been afforded a permit to dig for PGM, Platinum Group Metals, the 6 that forms part of that group. And they are duly authorized to do so, but however we are still waiting to just confirm with the relevant government department in terms of their paperwork. This area is secured, is managed and operated by this company, Sustenza Trading from Moinwe. There were security guards at the premises at the time of the incident. It was reported that one of the surviving illegal miners ran to the security guards and drew their attention to the incident that happened there. This location is a 3-hectare plot that is fenced and secured by this company, and it is reported that, well, it wasn't reported, I've seen it for myself, that this used to be a disused dumping site. Now a dumping site, as we are all aware, that over time, this area grows in height, and the walls is obviously very, what's the word that I'm looking for, Brigadier? Not very stable. As the excavation went on there, obviously this walls is very high, and due to the unstable nature of the materials that is on that site, and the extra friction that was caused by this group of so far 22 illegal miners, it then led to this walls caving in, and caving in on 14 of them that were reported deceased. It's also a very sad moment because as much as these people were committing a crime, they still have families, and the South African Police Service would want to convey our deepest sympathy to the families of the deceased illegal miners. We are still in a process to identify them. This tragic incident would have left behind wives, mothers, children, brothers and sisters, and we don't know how far it extends because we are still in a process to identify them. We can't just assume that they are also from Lesotho, since the 8 that survived is from Lesotho. We need to establish their identity conclusively, and then obviously government departments will get in contact with these countries in terms of the repatriation of bodies and in the process that will follow thereafter. But importantly, one